Good afternoon, eighth graders. I know that there are some questions regarding the upcoming semi-formal, and so we wanted to take a couple minutes to talk through about what's going to happen Friday. To remind you that number one, first and foremost, we are decided to extend ticket sales for the semi-formal until Thursday. So that means you can still bring in money tomorrow. You can still pay online tonight, and you can bring it in Thursday. The one thing that you need to make sure is your homeroom teachers have copies of that purple permission slip. And even if your families do pay for the ticket online, you still need to bring that paper into your homeroom teacher. So your homeroom teachers are going to collect those purple papers. They're going to collect any payments you may have. And you just make sure you bring that in by Thursday so that they can get an accurate count, because one of the questions that's been coming up is, how is the semi-formal different than a regular dance? And to answer that in the briefest way possible, number one, it includes a dinner. So that is why the ticket cost is so much more than a normal dance. $20 is a lot more than the average. I think it is $5, because you will come at 6:30, and in the cafeteria, we will start the evening and have like a full dinner. And it's like a buffet, and you can go up and get food and sit. And we stay in there for about 45 minutes. And then the kind of party, so to speak, moves on down to the gym, and there's a DJ there, and there's dessert in the hallway and stuff. It's a little different than a dance in terms of what you wear normally. Like this one, you would dress up a little nicer in nicer clothing, maybe what you would think of if you went to a party outside of school or maybe church on the weekend. So if you need assistance or you have questions about that, remember you can see myself, Mr. Cherbo, or Mrs. Amaral, and we can support you and answer those questions. But the first thing, like I said, is make sure that you take care of bringing in that permission slip and the ticket money. Extended till Thursday. Right now, I think we had about 25 or 30 people who took care of that already. We want to see, obviously, as many people participate that want to be there. It is a very fun night. Last year, we did it. There'll be lots of cameras around to take photos. I'm pretty sure they're having a photo booth. So a lot of fun things. And it's not like it's a normal dance. So sometimes people who don't always come to the regular school dances want to come to this one, because it is just eighth grade.
Yeah, and also I'm not sure if Dr. Golding said it initially. Another big shift is it's only for eighth grade. It's your last really dancer experience in middle school. You can have cell phones. We are not collecting cell phones. You're allowed to bring it, which has been really fun. And last year, the kids had fun too. Just one last part about bringing a date. If you'd like to bring a date, you're more than welcome to. If it's somebody from West Rocks, if it's another eighth grader from West Rocks, you don't have to name that person. You don't have to put that person on a list or anything like that. You would both purchase a ticket separately, which is fine. If it is a date, it must be outside of West Rocks, eighth grade, that they need to have a separate permission slip. They must be in eighth grade at only the Norwalk middle schools. And that form needs to be signed by an administrator at their school, principal or assistant principal. For example, if I want to bring an eighth grader from Ponus, I would have to have that form signed by either Dr. Lewis or Mr. Byron from Ponus with my date's name on it, and turn it into me prior to the day of the eighth grade semi-formal. I call Mr. Byron or Dr. Lewis from Ponus and talk about that student to make sure they're in good standing. Any person who goes, though, is responsible for $20. So even if I'm bringing a date from the other school, 20 plus 20 is 40. So each person who goes is responsible. Again, like Dr. Golding said, that's to cover the cost of a lot of food, because it is catered. It's going to be really nice. There's a lot of decorations. There's photo booth. There's a lot of really, really cool stuff, DJ and dancing. So that's what that cost goes to. So if you have any questions about dates, permission slips, come find me, please, because I'm the one who's going to be kind of calling and working with you, especially if it's somebody outside of school.
I'm sure you have more questions. Please reach out. You can email us or post them within the Google Classroom. The last thing I do want to remind you is tonight, starting at 6 p.m., there is going to be a video or a stream on YouTube that we are going to talk to your families about all the year-end stuff. So the dance is one of the things, but promotion and all those other things. It is essentially a meeting to go through the same slides that we went through with you on Friday. I know some of you may not have been here. Do not be alarmed if you're not home at 6 p.m. The video will stay there and you can watch it tomorrow or the next day, but it is there to access that information in a way where parents get an explanation behind some of the things that are happening from us instead of just a quick email. So be on the lookout for that. I will also post the link once it is done in Google Classroom. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your afternoon.